debated, laws made, and the yearnings of the people are laid bare. Come with us as we take you through the workings of the National Assembly. We take you through plenary, committee meetings, and probes, all to ensure smooth working of the democratic process.
Advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amaka Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath.
Welcome back from the break. And the potential of the world's more than 1.1 billion girls is limitless. But as we creep closer to the 2030 deadline for the Sustainable Development Goals, the world continues to fail girls. International Day of the Girl Child is a special occasion dedicated to recognizing the rights, strength, and potential of girls worldwide.
This day highlights the importance of empowering young girls and advocating for their education, health, and overall well-being. In many cultures and communities, girls still face barriers to education, health, care, and basic rights.
International Day of the Girl Child serves as a powerful reminder that every girl deserves equal opportunities, protection from harmful practices, and the chance to thrive in safe and supportive environment.
Across the world, hard-won gains for gender qualities are being erased by a war on the fundamental rights of women and girls, endangering their lives, restricting their choices, and limiting girls' futures. The theme of this year's International Day of the Girl Child is Girls' Vision for the Future. Interesting.
Very interesting indeed. And joining us now is Aisha Umaru Tukura, the president, Twin and Child Care Foundation. Good morning, Aisha.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Great. And it's good to have you here.
Thank you so
to
much.
talk about the girl child. Now, what is the significance of the International Day of the Girl Child?
Well, I think it's to actually, protect our girl children from a lot of things that they're going through. Because we must admit, because actually I'm from the north, so we do know that a lot of girls don't have the right educations, and they go through quite a lot. So I think this signifies the fact that, it's a day for them to actually come out, to express themselves. Because I remember a few years back we did a march for the girl child to actually show the presence that, there are people supporting them. Even if you don't know about it, we're there. We're there to help you. We're there to support you. We're there to create awareness for you to be sure that, we're there for you.
I want us to probably just highlight some of the issues that the girl child face, and look at how we can help create more awareness, strengthen them from individuals to corporate organizations and, of course, to governments, what they can do. How do we begin to highlight those things, the issues, the challenges, and the way forward, knowing that, the future of the girl child is very, very important. And they tell you that give a woman a nation, and everything will be fine.
Yes,
but how do we lay that foundation and knowing fully well that this is what is obtainable?
Well, I run an NGO. I've met quite a few people that are actually into the support for the girl child on child sexual abuse and everything to do with the child. But it's sad that we don't actually have, most of the organizations have to actually fend for themselves. They have to, whatever they want to do, they have to do it by themselves. They have to struggle for themselves. And sometimes we have meetings with Women Affairs and we're asking the government, like, come in and help us out, because some people, some women, some children will get abused. Some of them will be trafficked outside, but they don't have enough places to put these people. Like, you meet a woman that is already being abused and you're telling her to leave her home, but you don't have a place to put her. She's scared. So she says she rather stays with that abuse instead of, living that comfort. I mean, the abuse is maybe once, twice a week or something. So I'd rather stay there than living it. So you see, a lot of these things have to actually come together. I keep saying it for a long time. A lot of these things have to come together. Even for abused children, you need a place to put them. But we don't. So at the end of the day, we send the children back home. So it's actually a problem. I wish the government would, understand the NGOs that are actually working towards this so that they can actually help out and create the necessary places for these children.
All right, so Nigeria needs to start creating spaces for social services and social work. But now you talk about, running an NGO, and I'm sure you've met a lot of people. Do you sometimes feel that when you are having an engagement about the girl child, the right of the girl child, it feels like, because we're talking about awareness, and then you're going to people who are in government to ask them for help. But do you also feel that sometimes the discussion looks like it's we versus them? So once you bring it up, they say, what happens to the boy child? Do you have that?
Yes, I do worry about the boy child, but it's not a lot of boys that actually go out. Like in the north, you see a lot of girls, maybe about 4, 5. They're, hawking around, carrying things to sell. And by this, they get molested. So a boy does not do that at that age. Do you understand?
No, but what I mean is, do you find that challenge where you're talking about, help the girl child, and people try to water it down because they want to bring up the boy child discussion?
Well, yes, but it doesn't, I don't know how to explain it, but in my point of view, all the children have a problem here. Do you understand? It doesn't really matter. Whenever you bring out the topic about abuse or anything, somebody will just shut you down. There's always somebody to shut you down, especially when it's in government. There's somebody to shut you down. Oh, don't worry about that now. Let's do this. Let's do that. And we are constantly talking about these issues. We're always having forums. We're always having meetings, but nothing is conclusive.
Okay, so I think that, in looking at this discussion, let's probably just put pegs and being specifics. Education, marriage, some of the things that sometimes the society says defer the children, the girl child, from attaining her potentials. If you look at, for example, in the north, the statistics are alarming, very alarming for the girl child to reach their potential compared to what you have in the south.
To have education, and also for child marriage.
For child marriage. How do we balance this, knowing that the girl child needs to attain her full potential and looking into the issues? That's why I said let's look at the issues and being specific, education, marriage for the girl child.
Well, I simply think we need to create more awareness for the girl child. We need to create more awareness. We need to, like, as I always say, we need to go to the parents' house, like we did in 2016. We had to go to Kano. We went into some of the parents' houses, and we're telling them, explaining to them that it's not actually really bad, But some of the girls were actually even married, and the husbands were actually like, okay, so if they go to school, are they going to have an affair? And I said, no, they're not going to do that. They're actually going to go to school to actually get an education, so they'll be able to help the family. There's even a girl right now in Abuja that I even promised the family that she's in GSS. She just finished GSS 3, and the mother said that she has to get married by December. And I said, if that is the issue, that she has to get married by December, she shouldn't finish her SS. I said, I will take responsibility. She's about 17. So I said, I would take responsibility for her to finish the GSS, because if she finishes, it will help you. If she becomes a doctor tomorrow, she's helping you. The nurse, she's helping you. So I will do it. And the mother cut me off.
Interesting. But, I wanted to go back. I want to go back to one of the questions she asked. when she talked about the boy child. Don't you think, how do you think that we need to address this issue? The issue of we somehow neglect, not really neglect, but we downplay the issue of the boy child, knowing that at one time or the other, they both will grow up together, they will get married. The issue you are trying to run away from, you are trying to treat one and leave one. The other. How do we address that? Because it's seriously.
No, it's a serious issue. When I was coming out from the house about a while ago, my husband looked at me and said, "Oh, what are you doing?" So I said, "I'm going for an interview about, the girl's child day." So he said, "When are we going to have the one for the boy child?" Yeah. So I looked at him and said, "What are you biased?" But it's the truth. We seem to go towards the girl child a lot, maybe because of foreign influence, and we feel like the girl child needs that. Well, she does, but also I think we shouldn't neglect the fact that the boy child also exists. When we're fighting abuse, most of the abuse we actually see, when you talk about here in Abuja, most of the abuse you see is actually boys.
Interesting.
Most of them is actually boys. They get molested. So, I'm like compassionate about it. Like I'm wondering, okay, why don't we just do all together? Protect these children all together. Because if you look at it in the north too, it's not all the boys that go to school. It's not. Most of them are doing almajiri outside or doing something. So it's not. So when we want to create this awareness, let's create it all together, because boys will become men and girls will become ladies.
All right. Well, it would be good also to point out the fact that when it comes to protecting the girl child, you actually have more women who had gone through, who may have gone through that, or women who are just very much concerned about the protection of the girl child, championing it, so to say. So while
I'm part of those women, so
definitely. No, but because why I'm saying it is that, so for the boy child, let's not overshadow the International Day of the Women of the Girl Child. Yeah, because there's going to be an International Day of the Boy Child, and we would want men to actually champion that. But on a final note,
well, you do know this month is actually mental month or something.
Mental health.
Mental health month, and we just took over a day for it, But nobody's talking.
No. So, but my question is: so on a final note, what can we do in Nigeria practically to help? To provide support for the girl child in the midst of all the obstacles that you've talked about?
I would just pray that at least the government or, one of the government organizations get involved, really get involved, not just to have meetings, not to have forums, but get involved. Let's get involved. Let's find out what is happening to these girls. Let's go to the schools. Let's find out. Like this girl, she's just finished. Nobody cares. Nobody has gone back to ask, why did she come back for her SS? Nobody has done that. So let's just get involved. Let everybody get involved. Let the government get involved. Let them spend a few of their monies on these girls. It will go a long way.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So I surrender. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aisha, for coming.
Thank you so much.
We'll go straight to entertainment news. Speculation is swirling around social media as actor Kunle Remi, who starred as Saro in Anikulapo, seems to have been left out of the cast for the show's second season, prompting mixed reaction from fans. Some report hints at the behind-the-scenes tension between Remi and Afolayan during the film of season 1, with claims that disagreements over the reshoot led to the friction.
Now, this coupled with Remi's absence from the premiere of the first season has only fueled rumors of a rift between the actor